Finny, well done, winning today's first race here in Ballynoe on Jet To Monte Carlo, son of Jet Away, out of a half-sister to Sam Crow, which is no surprise, obviously owned by Dougie Taylor, trained by Nicky Stokes. Very impressive winner, wasn't he?
He was, Davey, yeah, he was very impressive. I hadn't much done with him now beforehand. I think I might have sat him once a few months ago when he wasn't ready to run, but Nicky was hoping for a good run, and he kept my instructions simple. He said pop him out, and he said touch wood, he jumps brilliant, and fill him up everywhere, and that was pretty much what we did. He was very impressive.
And you had them under pressure, Finny, from a long way out. They were struggling to reduce that gap that you had, and but like you said, just kept travelling everywhere, kept jumping, and from the back of the third last, then you obviously gave him a squeeze, and he went on again for you.
Yeah, I'd say he's a horse with a lot of ability, because when I popped him out, I was aware I was going a very good gallop, but at the same time the horse was doing it easily, and you know, down the hill here in Ballynoe, he's such a big stride. He was freewheeling down the hill with me, and but it was all in his comfort zone. And when I got in tight to the last down the back at the bottom of the hill, and I just filled him up. And when I had a look around me heading to the third last, I could see they're all under pressure, and my lad still had his ears pricked like he was out for a canter. So,
like you mentioned, with the run down the hill after the winning post here in Ballynoe, you can really gain a big advantage if you let one free wheel down, can't you?
That's it, yeah. Like I wouldn't say it was part of my plan. He just had such a big stride. I was just holding on to him everywhere, trying to fill him everywhere. But a horse like him, with his ability and stride, he really freewheeled down the hill, and in hindsight, you know, probably got the rest of them under pressure a long way from home.
Absolutely, because I'll be honest with you, when I was watching it from 3-4 out, I thought maybe he'd gone too hard, but just shows you what I know. You're the one on his back, and you knew you had the fractions completely right, and it was probably hiding a little bit going to the last, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like I was pleasantly surprised when I looked around, turned in for the second last, that I didn't have any company, but yeah, I just kept the squeeze on him with my legs over the last two. I didn't want to drop the revs and confuse him, but he was clever. He got in tight to the last thing and got his feet out and galloped all the way to the line. So I'd say there's plenty of improvement to come as well.
We don't see a huge amount in point-to-point fields. You're usually on the track in bumpers, of course, and riding professional races as well. And that's your 19 point-to-point winner in total. So that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. I love point-to-pointing. When I first started point-to-pointing when I was 17, I rode a few winners for Dad and loved it. And Dad stopped training, and I suppose luckily enough, I done well on the track from a young age. You know, when I was 16, I rode a winner for Dermot Weld, and I suppose people maybe put you in a box as a track jockey then, but I love point-to-pointing every opportunity I get to ride a nice horse. I'm working in Barry Connell's every morning, and I meet loads of lads at the Curragh, but it's probably hard to get a good stream of point-to-point rides when you're not in with the big yards. But I school for the Doyles and anyone that wants me at the Curragh, so I'm always delighted to pick up a nice spare whenever.
You're always available when it allows you. Good.
Absolutely.
And your dad here as well, he doesn't miss much with you when you're riding?
No, he's a good supporter, and he enjoys coming point-to-pointing on a Sunday when he's the day off. And yeah, like some advantage, to be fair, to have him as a coach, like, all the way through. Like,
I can only imagine the advice.
Yeah, the bollockins, and you know, it tells me when I'm good. And to be fair, he's mellowed out now since he stopped training, but when he was training, he'd let you know when you left one behind you.
Speaking of the track then, things are going really well for you on the track. Rode another winner yesterday, Burrows Drive for Philip Dempsey in Navan. He had a very good run last month behind Willie Mullen's horse that ran the champion bumper, Copacabana. Yeah. And so he was due that yesterday, wasn't he?
He was. He'd rock solid form. Third behind 6.5 in Colcannon in Punchestown first time out, and another great run the last day behind Copacabana. And I'd say that being his first run of the season, he improved again for that, and you know, went out and made his own running yesterday and was very impressive. You know, looks like a top quality animal now.
Yeah, nice horse, very good form, as you mentioned. As you mentioned to me earlier, as everyone knows, you're with Barry Connell team, and I'm sure he's got a great kick out of Marie Nationale win the champion chase.
Absolutely, yeah, sure, it's the stuff of dreams. Barry always said it was his dream to win a champion chase, so I'm delighted for Barry and everyone in the yard. It's great to be involved in a yard. You know, when you have a big championship winner like that, you know, those things are very rare. So we're all savouring it in the yard. You know, it's absolutely brilliant.
Celebrations on what, Tuesday night you said?
Tuesday, yeah. Bit of a get together on Tuesday, so we'll look forward to that.
There mightn't be much work done on Wednesday morning then, will there?
Might be a few groggy heads, all right, but we'll get through it.
Good, it's brilliant. Listen, Finny, well done. Great to see you going so well under both codes, because as you mentioned, it's not easy to get as many rides when you're riding so much on the track, but you're doing it well, and no doubt there'll be plenty more track and point-to-point winners for you.
Thanks a million, Davey. Thank you.